Hi, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Lori.
That's my mom. I am a movie fan. Mom, what about you?
No. No, not at all.
But we have a podcast where we watch movies and we talk about them.
Yeah.
We have snacks
Yes.
and it's a good time.
Yes.
So, welcome to Movies with My Mother. Alright, welcome to our inaugural episode. We don't exactly know what we're doing because we are not professionals, but that's okay. My name is Alexis Norton. I am joined by my mother.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And we just watched Raising Arizona, a 1987 Cohen Brothers classic. Now, Mom, are you any kind of movie fan, critic, anything like that?
Absolutely not.
Neither am I.
It's been years since I've been in a movie theater.
Awesome. So, I guess what are your first thoughts off the top, and then we'll kind of, I guess, get into it.
I thought it was kind of a cute movie.
It was a cute movie.
I liked it. It moved right along. It told the story, and I liked it.
Good. Nicolas Cage is pretty low on the Nicolas Cage meter in this movie. He is literally a crazy person.
Yes, it sounds like, yeah.
Okay, we watched this on a free trial of AMC Plus through Amazon, though they did not tell me at the top that there would be commercial interruptions via the subscription, which is annoying. There were, four?
4 commercials, yeah.
4 commercials that were about 30 seconds long, so I guess it's not awful. But still, commercials. Ew.
But I watch TV, so I don't care about commercials.
Yeah, I don't.
I have regular cable.
Oh. All right. Rich person. Okay, now this movie is considered a cult classic.
Yes.
Okay, and a cult classic apparently is a film with a cult following, obscure or unpopular with mainstream audiences, and often revolutionary or ironically enjoyed. Would you say that we ironically enjoyed this?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a sweet movie, and it was a love story.
Yeah.
It wasn't a comedy. It was, I guess, one of those rom-coms.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. Just a love story.
Yeah, there was a caper.
Yes, there was a caper.
Or maybe 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did a little research. My research showed that this got a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is certified fresh. That means it's a great movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
69% on Metacritic, which I don't know what that means. And 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
So what does any of that mean? Did it make any money?
It made about, well, I found different figures. So I don't really, Rotten Tomatoes said it made 21.1 million, and IMDb said it made 22.8 million.
Okay, but I know that it matters what it makes by what it costs to make it.
And IMDb listed the budget at an estimated 5 to 6 million.
So it made money.
It made some money.
A bit.
Yeah.
Pocket change, huh?
Sure. I read that this is one of my Justin's favorite movies of all time. It also is a favorite movie of Matthew McConaughey, the actor.
Oh wow, I know who he is.
Yeah. And also the favorite film of writer-director Edgar Wright.
I don't know who he is.
He is, he's a gorgeous man. He is English. He did the Shaun of the Dead Coronado trilogy.
Okay.
That means nothing.
Nothing to me.
Okay. We like those movies. We've watched Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz over and over. The World End it's a little harder to enjoy all the time, but it's a good movie. And Justin can't say Edgar. It's adorable. I can't stand it.
Edgar. But I can see why Justin likes this movie. Justin is playing the Nicolas Cage role in everything, I think.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because we are overgrown teenagers.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
crazy people just trying to live a life.
Yep. Robbing grocery carryouts.
Well, we're not doing that.
Well, that's
that
a
I
good
know
thing.
of.
He's at work robbing them, right? He's hiding out in the stock room, right?
Well, hopefully that's all he's doing. It is a PG-13 movie, which was a pretty newer rating by the MPAA in the mid-'80s.
Probably because of the violence, the gunplay.
Probably. There is one F word that I counted.
I didn't even hear that.
Oh, it was the guy in the shop with the chewing gum when he's telling the stories at the pressing plant.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
the first time he was telling stories, but the second time.
Oh,
when
and
they
I don't
really...
I usually hear all those F words, and I don't prefer them in movies. So,
Oh,
but I didn't hear it even, so it must have been appropriate.
I cuss like a sailor. It
Well,
doesn't
so
bother me
so
at
do
all.
I, but I don't want to watch it.
Oh, okay. I don't care either way.
Okay.
All right. The story of Raising Arizona is basically a career criminal falls in love with a cop, and they get married and begin living the American dream. They've got a little trailer and their own little spot, and they are happy.
Yes.
And he's got a legit job, and she's working, and everything is good, except they cannot conceive a baby.
That's sad.
It is.
Yeah.
So they kind of ruminate in that.
Well, she does.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't really understand.
right. And then news of a local, what would you say, affluent couple
Yes.
have a set of quintuplets.
A whole passel of babies.
With the help of fertility drugs.
Yes.
And Ed, the wife, played by Holly Hunter, decides that, they do have too many babies.
Because that's kind of what he said in the news interview, that he's got more on his hands than he can handle.
Right. So then they set about to get themselves a baby. And the hijinks that follow are pretty funny.
I like that, hijinks.
It
Because
was.
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Their happy home is disrupted by some escaped convict buddies of HIs, played by John Goodman and the other guy's name, William Forsythe. I didn't have it right there.
I didn't remember that. I just remember that was Roseanne's husband. I couldn't put a name on him.
William Forsythe is in one of the newer Rob Zombie movies. He plays just a kind of dirty cop.
Okay.
But again, that's the difference between 1987 William Forsythe and 2015 William Forsythe.
Exactly.
But I think
They certainly added to the story, didn't they?
they really did. They put a little pepper on it.
Yeah.
Having them around really kind of helped boil some tension.
Yes. Brought the story to a head, so to speak.
Yeah. I also like that Frances McDormand and her husband were swingers.
Yes.
I didn't know that was something people talked about in the late 80s.
Oh, yes. That was
Really?
Yeah, that was big stuff.
Because I know that's like almost mainstream now,
Right, right.
but
Yeah.
Oh, who knew? Okay.
You know, those people were adults after the 70s and the 60s, so, you know, yeah, you just carried right on.
Okay. I guess.
Yep.
One of the interesting things about this is that, did you notice that the opening credits happened like halfway into the movie?
Yes, I thought
It was
thought
only
that
about 10 minutes.
Really interesting, where it kind of told what was going to happen, and then the movie started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was a good choice.
Yeah,
Because it really helped.
get the backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did I have? Oh, did you notice the point of view shots where they're driving around and it's like from the car's point of view, and it's kind of shaky and.
No, I don't think I noticed that, but I did notice there was a lot of looking out on the scenery. Is that what that is?
No, like when they're chasing High out of the carryout when he's trying to rob it.
Yes.
And Ed leaves him there, and the cop car is chasing him, and you just see the hood of the car just
yes.
flying after him. That's a lot of kind of Sam Raimi-esque. There's a lot of point of view shots like that in the Evil Dead movies.
Again, okay.
The Evil Dead movies are actually pretty funny. They're like bloody, but it's like comically bloody.
Ew. Okay.
You'll have to watch one sometime.
Yes, we could add that.
Also, during the police chase, the A-Team style shooting.
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice that, like, nobody shooting it high could have hit the broadside of a barn.
No. Did they even have bullets? I mean, my goodness, the guy with the double barrel shotgun in the grocery store blowing up everything but the guy. The lady with the curlers just run screaming. How did he miss her?
Did you notice that all of the women he passed in the grocery store had curlers?
I did not. I just said one lady with the pink ones.
Yeah, no, there was the lady with the pink ones in the polyester outfit.
Yes.
And there was another lady that he ran past that
I
was
saw-
after her. She also had curlers
Oh my
in her hair.
good heavens. That's a faux pas. You don't go out with curlers in your hair.
I wouldn't, but you know, I guess
Apparently
sometimes you
they
run
did.
out of milk.
Well, you gotta have your milk.
I guess. Also, the screaming truck driver
Oh,
that he
yes.
jumps in the car with.
Yes.
Why was that so funny?
I don't know, because he was just screaming.
That just like blind fear on his face.
Yes.
With his tongue sticking out.
Yeah.
What was happening?
I don't know, but it was really funny. And then the two guys were carrying on like that too. You know, Gail and Neville.
Yes.
They were driving around just screaming and screaming and screaming when they lost the baby the first time.
Also, 1980s car seats. That was the epitome of a 1980s car seat, yes?
Yes, I would say that is the, yeah. When I was a little child, they were like just like hook on the back of your seat with a coat hanger, you know, and it just had a little plastic seat in it. You just sat in that. And then in the 80s, they were a little bit sturdier, but
Right.
not by much.
But that child would not have survived a topple off the roof
No,
of a moving car.
absolutely not. In that seat, no. In the seats today that are made out of, I don't know, Kevlar and steel, yeah, absolutely, but not that one. But it was pretty funny.
Because you always worry about leaving something on the roof of your car.
Yes,
Like you learn pretty early on not to put stuff on the top of your car, right?
correct. Especially your child.
Well, I just, you know, and as a tall person who can, you know, easily see the top of their car, it would be inconvenient to reach up and put a baby on the top of the car. Maybe on the hood, but definitely not on the top.
But if those guys had put that baby on the hood of their car, it would not have been nearly as funny.
Yeah, well.
If they'd gotten, oh, there's the baby, we got to get him in.
Okay, fair enough.
It wouldn't have been as funny.
I know,
but the second time, they're not very smart.
I also enjoyed how they went back to prison the way they came out.
Yes, they decided it was best to return. And I remember somebody else when their sister arrived. Can't you put her back where she came from? No, baby, we can't do that.
I don't know who you're talking about. I also noticed when High and Leonard Smalls meet and they're fighting.
Did you notice that?
I did. Was Ace Ventura's look based on H.I. McDonough?
Ace Ventura?
With his Hawaiian shirts and his goofy hair.
Maybe.
And his big trousers.
That could very well be.
That just struck me, and I was just like...
yes. That is one movie I have seen, Ace Ventura. I love that movie. But, yes. He does have that wild hair and those clothes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a mystery for the universe.
Yeah.
I did... Florence, Arizona, the wife that had the quintuplets.
Yes.
They don't really say how old the babies are, but I think you're supposed to think that they're pretty fresh.
Yeah, I thought that, you know, the way they talked and it was all in the news and stuff like that they were babies, but these were toddlers. I'd say these kids were at least a year old.
Yeah.
And I pointed that out, and you said shush.
Well, I don't know, because, you know, are we supposed to surmise that, like, that woman just had 5 babies? Or, right. You know, had she recovered from all that and just regained a very feminine shape? Yeah.
Well, I think we're kind of supposed to surmise that they're fresh out, because when Mr. Arizona was talking on the phone, he says, I take a few days off to play with my kids, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah.
So I think that they want you to think that the babies are babies.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, that woman looked fabulous.
Yes, she did.
Can you imagine the real estate 5 babies take up?
Yes, I can. I can't even imagine that woman having 5 babies.
I can't imagine having 1.
Okay.
It was funny to me when Frances McDormand's character said that, oh, he's going to go to Arizona State, right?
I figured there was some sort of significance in that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if there was exactly, but I do know from pop culture that Arizona State is a notorious party school.
Oh.
Arizona State is the school that one of Aunt Becky's daughters wanted to go to so bad that caused that whole Varsity Blues scandal.
Oh, really?
She wanted to go to Arizona State because it's a party school.
Oh, and those girls are party people.
Yeah, and Mom's like, no, you have to go to USC and get a real degree. And they're just like, yeah. A notable graduate of Arizona State is Kourtney Kardashian.
Oh, well.
She is the only Kardashian sibling to have a degree. I believe that all of them at least spent some time at Arizona State. If that tells you anything.
It tells me nothing, because she has all those children with that weird guy.
Okay. Well, now, which
now wait a minute. Is that
sister are we talking about?
Is that the one with the, what's his name, DeSick?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think he's weird. She has, what, 5 kids with him?
No, only 3.
7, 9?
3.
Just 3?
Just 3.
Okay.
All right. And also, why did Leonard and H.I. have the same tattoo?
I wasn't really paying attention when that guy rode in, but he was talking to himself about a baby, and he had those baby booties on his belt. I wonder, are they long lost? Is H.I. the baby that he was talking about? Because that was the same Woody Woodpecker tattoo. And why would he have thought to get a Woody Woodpecker tattoo on his arm just out of the blue?
I do know that there is a, I don't know if it's specifically like auto parts or if it's like a specific section of the car parts, but there is a company called Thrush, and they do use the Woody Woodpecker face as their logo. So I don't know the significance of that.
So you don't know? You weren't paying attention when that guy came on at the beginning either, were you?
I guess I must not have been.
Because I wasn't.
Because I didn't see.
I don't think I started paying attention to him until they panned down to the little baby booties that were swinging at his side.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me he was talking about a baby, and he was rather unhappy about the whole situation.
Okay.
Disgruntled, even.
Well,
I like that the employees at the store were disgruntled too.
I don't know. Because he did go to Nathan, Arizona and say that he was a manhunter.
Yeah.
And that babies are expensive on the open market.
Yes. That was the second part. I thought, oh.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe. But I don't know. Why would you get a tattoo, the same tattoo as a person you didn't know?
That's what I meant when, why would it have come into his thinking, H.I.'s thinking, to have that tattoo?
I don't know.
Because it was exactly the same.
There are, I don't know, there is this weird, phenomenon where people, separated at birth and stuff.
Yes.
They have the same life and the same name, and their wives have the same names, and their kids have the same names.
Yes. That is,
I don't know, maybe it's something like that.
Could be.
I don't know. What else?
I love the babies' names. Harry, Gary, Jerry, Barry, and Nathan. There's got to be something there too. When I first saw that, I thought, why would they name all those babies like that and then Nathan Jr.? Didn't understand that.
I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things where a man needs someone to carry his name on, and then the rest are just throwaway names.
That could be true. That absolutely. That is a thing. And I loved it when all those police were swarming his house and he was yelling at them, and Mr. Arizona's house. And that was just funny when they were all in there and Mother took the children away for a while. That was funny. I thought it was funny.
I also don't know if you noticed, but did you see the bundt cakes laying around? There were bundt cakes all over this movie.
Yes, it had green frosting. The first one I saw had green frosting, and it looked disgusting.
I'm sure it was like pistachio.
Oh, it didn't look good.
You know who loves pistachio? Justin.
Of course Justin would like pistachio.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
I think it's gross.
It did not look good on that cake.
No. Well, anything like neon green doesn't look good as food.
On food, no.
No. Now, for this movie, we did have some themed snacks, which did include mini bundt cakes.
And they were fabulous.
Yes.
No green frosting.
No green frosting. I believe it's white chocolate.
I don't know, but it was delicious.
Hope to God it's not cream cheese, because it is good.
Oh, no, it was not cream cheese. No, it was not cream cheese. I just thought it was maybe plain vanilla.
No, I know it's not just plain, but...
White chocolate would probably be right, because it was not cream cheese.
No.
Did not have that texture.
No. The Snoats, SN, O-A-T-S. Gail and Irvel, when they're at the McDonald's trailer, they're eating chicken and drinking Budweiser and cereal flakes, which were really just
Cornflakes. It was a box of cornflakes. I saw it.
Yeah. I don't know. Why would he have chosen to just say cereal flakes instead of cornflakes? Is that
Maybe because it's Kellogg's Cornflakes would be, a company name. It would be patented. No, not patented.
But you'd think that if they could show the box, they would have had at least some kind of right to use the name.
Well, it didn't show the front of the box.
It's true.
It only showed the back and the top.
Okay. I don't know.
But I've seen plenty of cornflake boxes, and that's what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. But they did have chicken and potatoes, just like we did.
We did.
And it was delicious, too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good piece
and
of chicken.
another bundt cake.
We won't talk about how many bundt cakes we ate.
No. Nobody's business but ours. Thank goodness they were cupcake-sized bundt cakes.
Oh, absolutely. Like the 2-bite cupcakes.
Yes.
This movie, did you notice that the workplace that H.I. was working was called Hudsucker Industries?
I did see that. I thought that was odd.
It ties into another Cohen Brothers movie, The Hudsucker Proxy, starring Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins, okay.
And apparently they had wanted to do a Hudsucker Proxy before Raising Arizona.
Yeah?
But did Raising Arizona first for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's what I read.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought, but I thought when High realized the pressure was on him, I thought that was where the movie turned, and it was maybe a little dark. I was worried that it would get dark because, he just all of a sudden realized all of that pressure.
And did you notice that when the pressure amps up throughout the movie that his hair gets crazier?
Yes, it got straighter and straighter and straighter. It just went up from his head.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the woodpecker influence.
Probably.
When I saw that, I connected it to his tattoo.
I would imagine that was probably right.
Yeah, it seems to me that when I remember of Woody Woodpecker, he had quite a slope at the top of his, whatever those feathers are. But I don't know. I could be just talking. Woody Woodpecker's from a long time ago.
I remember him. Also, a couple years ago, I was sitting in my living room just minding my own business, and a woodpecker was pecking on the house.
Well, they like bugs. They eat bugs, and you probably had some bugs on your house, and they were dining.
I'm glad it was only one time, because if it became a thing, my house would look like Swiss cheese.
Well, there's a remedy to that. You take old CDs that are shiny and you hang them from a string from your eaves, and the shininess keeps the woodpeckers away because they move and glisten and then you can keep the woodpeckers from pecking on your house.
I think I saw that about blue jays too. That must just be a general bird thing.
Oh, could be. Yeah. I didn't know blue jays pecked on your house too, but they eat bugs too, so why not?
Blue jays don't peck on the house. They just terrorize the squirrels in the yard.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's maybe just like a predatory bird thing with the little swoopy head feathers.
Headgear, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, yeah.
Would you say overall that you enjoyed this movie?
I did enjoy this movie.
Good.
It was very nice. It was easy to follow, except now I'm going to have to go back and watch the very beginning so we can find out what that guy on the motorcycle was saying.
Okay, we'll have to turn it up real high.
So, but I really enjoyed it. It was a nice story. The people were believable, and I just enjoyed it.
I don't think Holly Hunter can make a bad movie.
Okay.
Everything I've seen her in has been great. And granted, I've seen her in just a few things, and they weren't critically acclaimed movies.
Yeah.
But she was great in them.
She kind of has that girl next door look about her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not like top model, Cindy Crawford type beautiful, but she's very pretty.
Is she in the piano?
I believe so, because doesn't she play the piano?
I did not really look into Holly Hunter's background too much.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the piano?
No, I have never seen that.
Ugh.
Why would I see that movie? Was it in a theater?
It won lots of awards.
Yes, I do remember that.
It also had Harvey Keitel full frontal.
Oh, thank you, but no.
Doing a very poor accent work. I believe it was supposed to be New Zealand, but it was very bad. It was terrible. Oh, that was her.
Okay.
She was great in that movie.
Is that what she got an Academy Award for?
I know that Anna Paquin won for that movie.
Okay.
I will have to IMDb that.
All right. She's still making movies?
She is. Oh, she did earn the Academy Award, 1993, for the piano.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know how I knew that. But you know, my friend Terry, she knows all that stuff, and maybe she said something. You know, they have that Academy Award party every year.
Oh.
Kelly and Terry and Alex.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh, yeah, they try to go to all the movies and you know.
Figure out who's going to win?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, they're fun people.
Yeah. My ex-husband's uncle was a super movie buff, and he had his own Academy Awards.
Oh.
And it was just like, well, my awards would go to this, this, and this. And I'm just like, okay.
All right.
Because that's like all he would do is go to the movies.
Nice. Well, I believe his Academy Awards more than the people that really judge the Academy Awards. You know.
Yeah. A lot of craziness there. Okay. I like this movie. I've seen it 100 times because Justin watches it periodically.
Okay.
But I don't think I've ever seen the entire ending. The entire ending did not ring any bells to me.
Oh, and they, even though they didn't get their baby, they lived happily ever after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just a dream sequence, but...
Yeah, but still it made me feel like that was what was going to end up with them. You know, I know that he was dreaming that, but I think that he was going to make that dream happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Aww. Well, and two, you know, have you ever watched a movie to really talk about a movie?
I don't, you know, this is weird because I've never done that. Like, I'll talk about movies all day, every day, but to actually sit here and, like, think about it and pick it apart, no,
Yeah.
I've never even pretended to think about this.
Me either. And you know, it gives you a different perspective on it.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
like you notice the scene with the cars, you know, the sight line and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know if we were professionals, that would be an important, what do they call that? Camera shots, camera scenes, camera something.
Point of view.
Oh, there you go. Is that what you told me?
That's what I said.
Okay, aren't you smart?
Now, I know that I own this movie somewhere in my house. All of my movies are in boxes upstairs in rooms that I don't go in because the upstairs is scary.
But don't you own every movie?
I don't own every movie, and our movie buying has certainly slowed way down. But now with streaming the way
Right.
it is, we can watch whatever
it's-
we want.
Right. You can, at the spur of the moment, think, oh, let's watch this movie, and you can turn it on right from your couch. You don't have to get up and get your clothes on and go to the family store and rent the movie, pick it out. Oh, they don't have that movie. What
They don't
else
even
do you
have
want?
video rental stores anymore. You can't even go rent a
No,
movie.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now it's just so much easier to,
Right.
you know, pick up your phone and it's attached to your television.
Yeah. Yeah. There weren't a whole lot of watching options for this movie. You can watch it on YouTube, but I didn't check into that. I didn't check. And mostly because sometimes when you watch movies on YouTube, there's quality and sound issues.
Oh, yeah, because isn't it like somebody's recording it on their phone and putting it on?
Yeah. So, you know, you see their their kids yelling in the background,
Right.
cat shadows, and yeah. Amazon did have it to rent for $3.99. I'm assuming that places like iTunes that rent movies would have had it probably in or around the same price point.
But if we can watch it on the free trial, that's better than $3.99.
Absolutely. And it was better
not
than...
saying we're cheap or anything,
Well.
but, if the shoe fits, wear it.
It did save me from spending $4 and going upstairs.
Ugh. Yeah, well, this is the best bet then.
Yeah, it's hot up there. I don't like it.
I know.
Ugh.
I know. I don't want to go up there either. Even the cats came down. They
Yeah.
didn't even want to be up there.
No.
They want to sleep in the chair, watch the movie with us.
Yeah. Would you watch this again?
Yes, I absolutely would. This was a nice movie. Like I said, it was a nice movie. I liked it.
Would this interest you in watching other Cohen Brothers fare?
Okay, yeah, I would.
Okay.
Are they, but surely they're not all like this.
No. Daisy the Big Lebowski.
Oh, I know of that movie. I've heard about that.
John Goodman is also in it.
Yeah.
It's a caper, a mystery, but there are some characters.
Well, these characters were way bigger than life. All of them were just fantastic. I mean, they were fully formed.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that the Cohen brothers do? Their storyline is fully formed?
I think so, because from what I've read, they do not do a lot of improvisation.
Oh, uh-huh.
And apparently they had some trouble with Nicolas Cage because he is a wild improviser.
Oh, yes,
And-
I could see that.
To kind of rein him in, they're like, no, you're going to read what we write. And,
They have their vision, and that's what they want.
and they do storyboards, which not a lot of people in Hollywood still use storyboards.
Oh, wow.
Hitchcock was famous for his storyboards.
Love Hitchcock.
Have you ever seen his storyboards? They're amazing.
No, but I know what a storyboard is.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up, see what that looks like.
It's pretty cool.
Because everything he does scares the hair right off of you. Love him.
Yeah, I think this movie is kind of a good dip your toes into the Coen Brothers.
I agree.
Kind of wacky, zany.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it real well.
good.
This would be one of those movies that I'd watch again.
Oh, good.
Like My Wedding Singer and my Ace Ventura Pet Detectives. I like both of those movies too.
What if Adam Sandler made a second Wedding Singer?
I don't think it would be any good because the first one was so wonderful.
Right.
That's like Ace Ventura Pet Detective. It should have stopped at one. I think most movies need to just stop at one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they carry on, what Die Hard is now 57, 92. I mean, why do you need that many Die Hard
I think they're
movies?
only up to 5 or 6.
Well, it seems like more.
Does.
That's one of the reasons why I don't watch movies anymore. All the good movies have already been made. There's nothing new. There's nothing fresh. No new words. No new music. Your mom's old. She doesn't. I can't believe I did not fall asleep.
You did really good. I was a little surprised myself.
Thanks. But sitting down for an hour, that's usually nap time. With my favorite blankie and my neck pillow.
I've had like 3 big mimosas, so it will be nap time for me in a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm doing good right now.
With my fancy glass.
That is a fancy glass.
It is. It's a mega fancy.
So, did you have fun doing this?
I did. Are we going to do another one?
I think we should. This has been
Okay.
fun for me.
It's been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for people that are listening.
I hope so too. We had kind of talked about this in the event that we do a second go round as to another movie, and we decided on The Warriors, a classic movie from the late 70s. about a gang in New York just trying to get home.
I remember the 70s.
Do you remember the Warriors?
No, I don't remember the Warriors.
So you can't dig it.
I could dig it.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, I guess that is it for episode 1. It's in the can.
Yeah.
And we will see you again shortly with the Warriors.